Hey guys, I'm Steve and welcome back to the channel where we talk about the joys of stock market investing and long-term dividend gain. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit the subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Guys, disclaimer, I do not have a WhatsApp. You'll see that popping up in the comments section with my face on it. It's nothing but a scammer. I don't know what it is. I report it to YouTube, but it keeps popping up. I would never give you a number to call me for hot stocks and stuff like that. I will not invest for you. So just guys, just be cognizant of that, and it's not me in the comment sections. But anyway, guys, I wanted to talk a little bit today about something that was on my mind, and this is not in any necessity, any specific order, but you know, I hope what I say to you will awaken your mind a little bit and help you along the way. I try to make my videos a little educational in addition to entertaining. You know, hopefully if you're watching this video, you'll get something out of it. Let's jump into it. Like I said, guys, there's no get rich code out there, but there is a code to unlock wealth in your life, you know. And this is some of the things and some of the wisdom that was dropped down on me by some of the investors, some of my clients that are well off. And, you know, I thought it was golden, so I want to pass it to you guys. Hopefully you'll like it. First thing is this. You'll hear people tell you, oh, money doesn't buy happiness. You're right. But this is what I've learned and what I've heard from people that have a lot of money. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it buys three things: freedom, choices, and change, and the ability to pick your happiness. And that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You got the freedom to do what you want to do at the drop of a dime. I mean, how many of us out here, we'll go with freedom first. How many of us out here have said, been broke and be like, man, I'm hungry, man. I want me some such and such. Oh, I ain't got no, I want to get me, I don't want to name any restaurant, but like, and then when you get paid, you're like, I don't even want it. Sometimes when you don't have monetarily wise, it's like when you want everything. Then when you have the money, going to buy the same thing you wanted doesn't sound too good. That's a wake-up call up here that lets you know, something's going on. Listen, choices. You have the choices of doing a lot of different things when you have money. You can go here, or you can go there. You can spend it, or you can keep it. Change. You can change your life. You can change your living arrangements. You can change the environment you live in. You can change the state you live in. A lot of times you can change the country. You know, money is a tool to get you from to fro. It's almost like a vehicle. If you use it right, it'll always work in your benefit. I heard a YouTuber say one time, money is like a woman. And I don't mean to sound sexist or anything to anybody out there, so I apologize, but this is what stuck with me. He said it's like a woman. He said if you treat it right, it'll be there. You treat it wrong, it will run from you. And a lot of us out here, and I was guilty of this, we make money flee from us. Some of the silliest choices. We work, 168 hours in a week. You work 168, it's 168 hours in a week. 52 weeks in a year, right? We work between 40 and 60 hours. Some of us 60 hours plus. That leaves you with around 100 hours to change your life. That 40 or 60 hours that you do in your employment is what you're telling these companies that you agreed to give them your time, 40 or 60 hours of your time for a set amount of money. And I know a lot of us out here working know we worth more than where we getting paid at the job. And a lot of us are at jobs that are physically making us sick. People at jobs right now that are killing them. All that for money. And it's not as much as money, because if you take a stack of money and sit it on this window, 3 years from now, it would still be there. Money's not alive. Stop acting like it is, or it's a living being. I done seen people on Instagram and all kind of crazy stuff. They got the money as a phone. Money don't even talk. Stop trying to be big. And the thing is this, rich people, you never see them doing that. It all comes down to mindset. The first thing you got to do to make money is get a good mindset. Taking pictures of stacks of money like this, 9 times out of 10, it ain't even the person taking pictures of the money. Banks don't even you never see rich people go in a bank and get a big deposit like this. They got the money phone. They got the money going up the arm. Listen, guys, we got to get away from that. I don't even look at that type of stuff. Posing nowadays getting you killed. You see it all the time. Young kids and some rappers and stuff like that are getting wiped out from what they're showing on social media. We got to stop being small-minded. You know what I mean? You want to make money? Money's made to be multiplied. You know, you keep something for yourself, but you double it. And as it doubles, you keep building, keep multiplying it. And as you multiply it, you take something for yourself and put it in your savings. That's what we're doing. Let me explain another thing. Money is key to survival, just like food, clothing, and shelter. You, at one time or another, during a day or a week, you're going to need money. You need it for services. You need it for fees for services. You need it for electricity in your house. So, you know, don't let people sit there and tell you, oh, you don't need money all the time. And, money's not the... Listen, let's dismiss that right now. You do need money. You know, a lot of people out here working, they'll say, oh, man, this job, this 9 to 5 is not paying what we need, what I need to really get rich, because everybody wants to have more than they have financially. That's a fact. Everybody wants to have that. And they say, oh, this money's not getting me where I need to go. A lot of it's your mindset. There are people that have janitors that wind up being multi-millionaires by investing in companies and keeping their mouth closed and being at the same job, same menial job, not paying that much. Honestly, somebody can work at McDonald's, Burger King, or anything like that and be there 20 years. If they manage that money right, they can have generational wealth. If they invest it the right way, they can have generational wealth in 20 years or be well on the way. You can be a millionaire in 20 years working at McDonald's. It all comes down to your mindset, your discipline, and understanding what money is. Did you know that as people, folks, we are subliminally trained to spend money, to give our money away? We're trained to give our money away. When I first heard that, I was like, man, that makes sense. When you watch television, you're watching your favorite show. I give you proof of it. You're watching your favorite show. What's the first thing that comes up between a break, a commercial? Tell me the last time, and there may be a time, but tell me the last time you haven't seen a commercial that was either trying to get you to buy a specific product, trying to get you to donate money, or just trying to get you to buy something, period. You know what I mean? It's advertising. Think about it. Every time you see a commercial, someone is promoting a service, promoting an item, or asking you for some type of money to donate something. We're trained. They show us. You have consumers and producers. I told you that. We are trained to be consumers. Buy. It's shoved down our throats every day on television, on the radio. You know what I mean? You gotta remember, America is a capitalistic society. You know what I mean? Some capitalize off of others. Is it a bad thing? Right? No, because I mean, if that's the case, if you had a problem with that, we couldn't have businesses to run and sell our services and our skills that we have that can help others. But this is the foundation that we're built in America. It's a capitalistic society. America, you can say what you want about it, but if you got an idea and it offers a use to others, you will get rich here. This is the only country that pays you for good ideas if you promote it right. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't want this to be a rant or anti-America rant, because I love being here. Like Warren Buffett said, we hit the lottery. And we landed on where we are. So, You know, it's one of those things. But yeah, you know, another thing. Yeah, we are in an economic downturn right now. But think about this, and this is what I find funny. They tell you, oh, we're going to raise interest rates and all that stuff to cut down on spending. We still have commercials telling us to spend, right? We got Fed Chairman Powell. Hey, man, he's scratching his head. We got to raise the rates. He's scratching his head. All right, guys, we need you to cut down on the spending. We'll do whatever we want. This is the old cops and Robert dynamic. Telling you not to spend, throwing a bunch of commercials at you, and then you got the Fed over here. Hey, don't spend. We got to stop the spending. Oh man, we got to raise the rates. Now, I'm gonna show you what that's comparison to. They tell you don't do drugs. If you get drugs, you go to jail. You do drugs, you go to jail and everything else. But drugs are constantly coming over the border. The cops are constantly trying to seize the drugs and stuff. Come on, man. Come on. Same thing. They tell you to spend while telling you not to spend. See how that go? That's just one of those things. But listen, another thing I'm going to talk about. It's nobody's job to bail you out. A lot of times poverty, I think Morgan Freeman said poverty can be hereditary. I mean, not, well, passed down. Yeah, passed down, hereditary, passed down. Poverty is hereditary. And that's true. A lot of people, and I'll give you an account of the way I see it and what I've seen. I moved to Houston, right? Around 15 years ago from Camden, New Jersey. I went back to visit 10 years after being gone 10 years, right? Some of the people that lived in housing projects and lived in neighborhoods that were tore up are still there as grown men past the 24-year-old age of where they could have been going through college and stuff. They're still there. You can get stuck. A lot of parents, we mean well with our children, trying to teach them things, but a lot of times is if they don't see you advance as a parent, they take everything as being normal. I'll give an example. I keep my hair cut. If I'm a father and say I lived in a trailer and I raised my son in the trailer. Now I've made countless mistakes in life financially that leads me to staying here. I do a bunch of complaining. Every time he asks me for something or he wants to do something, I ain't got the money. Or he's dressed in rags all the time. As he gets older, 9 times out of 10, the cycle will continue. He'll stay in that same area because that was what? Normalized to him. You know, as you build, as I came out here, I built. As my money changed, my condition changed. My children went with me. Their condition changed. Everything changed. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I found out how to make money and then multiply it. Increase my choices. Increase my change, you know, use the change that it gave me. Thus giving me freedom. You know? It's nobody's job. Like I said, it's nobody's job to bail you out. You'll see a bunch of people, as soon as they get paid, they go and buy junk. We're trained to buy junk. You know what I mean? You'll go and buy, you know, depends on who you are. You'll go, your paycheck can be $200. Instead of paying yourself first, i.e. taking a little bit of money off the top and putting it in a savings account or some type of account where you're like, okay, this is how much I'm going to take and I'm going to ration out. The rest of the money I'll ration out until the next time I get paid. A lot of people, especially young kids, because they're not taught this, the value of money. Learn the value of money. They're not taught it. What they'll do is they'll get paid and be broke the same night. Run to the mall, get that pair of Jordans, that pair of sneakers, pair of pants that they like, and that's it. We have to educate our children. You know, money's not made to just be spent right up. And a lot of adults have that problem too. They said a high percentage of Americans, regardless of what color you are, don't have $1,000 in the bank. And they talk about sometimes families don't have $1,000 in the bank. You know what I mean? It's all about the mindset and what we've been taught. You know, You see your children when they're younger, teach them about money, man. You know, next generation got to be better than us, not just like us. You know, because for some reason it seems like generations as we're going, I don't know, it's because of the rise of technology, it's like they're getting worse and worse. You know, and I mean, I don't understand it. But another thing I want to say is this. You need to mentally apply and adapt. You know, read books, get knowledge, man. You know, educate yourself. Like I said, we have 168 hours of time in a week. 40 to 60 hours of the week we give away to somebody else. That other 100 hours is ours to do as we please. You can get out of the situations you're in. I did it. Like I said, you mentally adapt. We are human beings, right? We weren't born with any type of defense mechanism like a lot of animals. You know, we don't have fanged teeth to tear off meat and defend us against attacks. We don't have claws. We don't have spines on our back that stick up when we get into a defensive posture to stop stuff from eating us. Our defense mechanism is our mind. You know what I mean? Everybody talk about we in the woke culture nowadays. Everybody's woke. Everybody's woke. Okay, if you woke, why you still broke? If you woke, why you're not wealthy? People that talk like this, get away from them, man. Because they don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. If you woke, how are you broke, man? Because the first part of being woke up is what? To realize the situation that's around you. And the situation is that part of the situation, big part of the situation is money. Well, I don't want to use this cliche. Money is important. Just as important as food, clothing, and shelter. They got songs, money make the world go round. How you broke? If you know everything, if everything has been exposed to you, why are you still sitting over here with the rest of us in a poverty state? And that's not to point no fingers. I just want to tell you, a lot of people talk and sound crazy. You know, survival's not physical, it's mental. Our survivability is our ability to adapt up here. You know, you hear some wisdom and stuff like that, let it sink in. It's a big difference between dumb and stupid, guys, in closing. It's a big difference in the word dumb and stupid. And a lot of us, I included, have been stupid in life. You know, I smoked cigarettes for 28 years. Now you average that out at about $8 a pack for 28 years, and you add that up. You know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars I squandered trying to just look cool and do what others do? You came out of the womb by yourself. You are an individual. You cannot be anybody else because their spot is taken by them. You know, understand you're just as important to anybody else. We all are born the same way. From woman, and we all have the same chances in life. Because even though we might not have the same economic, advantage, some people may be born into better families than others. At any given time during the growth process, as we're surviving, gotta put people in out of your life that'll give you wisdom, especially if you're a younger person. Sometimes it pays to listen. In closing, guys, I want to say that the key to wealth is basically this. It's understanding, applying discipline to yourself in your life. You know what I mean? Know how to use money. Understand that the way you make money, it may not be here forever. Money's not made to be spent up like that. You know, keep a little bit for yourself, invest it, and make it come back 2, 4, 6, 8, possibly tenfold. So I figured I'd share a little bit of that with you guys today. As always, I appreciate the love and support. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. If I left something out, let me know. But remember, guys, mindset bring you money. You know, and learn it's also skill. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you spending the time with me as always. Have a good day. Love you as usual. See you in the next video.